Hey, what's up, people? Michael here. If you want to partner your YouTube channel up, check out the link in the description.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, their goal tonight is to play with the same type of effort at both ends of the court. They can't afford to let up at the defensive end, and that's a message I'm sure has been communicated to them in the locker room. And tonight, two top-tier centers going toe-to-toe. Obviously, the center position has become more multi-dimensional than ever. Shaq, give us your thoughts on how your position has evolved.
Well, the new defensive rules make it harder to post up. Versatility has never been more important for centers. You know, starting to play small ball, we need to get a little more versatile and show them that, hey, Akeem is not gone.
Do you think you could survive in the league in this day and age?
Oh, yes. Yes,
oh,
yes.
wow, what a question.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
can't believe he even asked you that.
I can't believe he answered it.
I think you come off the bench now.
Yeah, you could be a great sixth man.
Oh!
Whoa!
Okay, you could start.
Shaq don't do bench.
Okay. Defensively, centers just have to guard, and Shaq could guard.
Yeah.
I could play guard.
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Rockets, and Houston is looking to play Texas big. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers, playing here in Quicken Loans Arena. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, Tristan Thompson is one of the elite offensive rebounders in the league. He said, for me, it's always see ball, get ball, and just bring the energy. And be that guy that when I check in, guys on the other team are like, oh, no, he's here tonight? That's my mentality. Kevin?
Thanks, DA, and clearly Thompson knows his role on this team. Got to admire how hard he goes on the glass. And a couple of big-time pivots going head-to-head tonight, Doris. Looking at the NBA right now, how has that center position evolved on both ends of the floor?
Well, it seems to me that increasingly, unless you're a shot maker from the perimeter, you can't find time on an NBA floor. So certainly they've become more perimeter-oriented. The ability to at least make a mid-range jump shot helps the
offensive teams, Chris, playing tonight. Fun to watch them go back and forth.
Hey, games like this, though, you got to be careful because you can get lulled into a shootout at any time, and that takes your focus off of doing the little things, paying attention to detail. That's your success. Don't get caught up. Boy, this could be a big run really fast.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The two pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. PJ Tucker is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Houston moving it around. Paul dishes to Capella. Over Love. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. From deep LeBron. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. James has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Harden the pass to Paul. Back to Harden. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Paul. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
The dish to Love. Smith kicks to James. And James throws it down.
I like the intensity from James, using his speed to knife toward the rim.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Screen by Capella. Ariza outside, back to Harden. Capella sets a screen for Harden. Looking to end the run. Goes back up, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And they can breathe a little easier on their fourth shot. They finally hit the target.
Houston shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
That one misses.
And you think back to some of the highest paced and up-tempo teams in the league. This Houston group is right up there with all of them. They look to push it on you the second they get a chance.
Now here's Love. Shoots over Capella. Here's Smith. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
It's hard to stop Smith. Even when you knock him around, he can still drain it in your face.
And with the pace the Rockets play with, Chris, it isn't just running as soon as they can. Part of the decision to have Harden as the point guard last season was to speed up their playmaking from the beginning.
Well, the Rockets have streamlined everything and cut down the total time to run their sets. That's why they get so many possessions in the game. They know the more chances they get with their offense, the better the results are.
Monday to Monday, I'm down to play too many eyes in my day. Around the way, too many cops in my way. Who died today? Too many niggas we done laid. Same old day, but the number gon' change. Same old ways, ain't never gon' change. Same old spot, I ain't never gon' move. Same old shit they be talking on the news. Can't control it, got it.
Rockets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Paul kicks to Capella. Feeds it to Harden. Ariza outside. A 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. Cleveland with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Horford, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rockets trail by 12. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mike D'Antoni. David.
Kevin, they have a 2-0 lead in this season series, and I asked him what's enabled them to control the matchup so far. He said the interior defense has been one of the biggest factors. He said we have length and timing to send back our fair number of shots. That's an important deterrent for us, the intimidation factor. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep the paint on lock in this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So their focus, guys, is going to be on defense right away.
And that's always a good philosophy. Don't let an opponent get settled. Try to take them out of their game early.
Well, you know what, guys? One of the things that stand out to me is how well their team communicates on defense. I mean, they function as a unit. That's why defense is a weapon.
Chris, you've been on both sides of the coin for this. When it comes to a veteran presence in the locker room, just how important is that? You know, when you were a young player getting it, and maybe as an older player when you were preaching.
When I was a rookie, Kevin, I needed a veteran just as much as I needed an assistant coach. They were that important to me because when you think about it, that's how you learn your routine.
Wow.
What to eat before a game, how many hours to eat before a game, how to recoup after a game, how to say no to your friends and family for playoff tickets because, you know, you're at home and you got to buy 75 tickets. You know, just kind of how to navigate through life. That veteran player can help. And I think that's one thing when the game kind of got lost in years past, it was because we lost that veteran presence in the locker room. So to me, the veteran presence is everything. You know, Chris Mullin getting on me because I'm a rookie. I mean, I would have paid him to do that. So it's really cool because just as much as they get on you, they help you and they explain the game, help you out with life and everything else. So it's like a big brother relationship.
Oh, that's good to hear. Now here's Gordon. Jeff Green missing his last shot. Ball against Clarkson. Fires from the wing. And he overshot that one, missing. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Here's Green. Connects in the foul line jumper.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Paul dishes to Harden. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Green, the pass to Smith. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of games.
That's what I'm talking about right there, right there.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
So much weed I sparked on my boys. What's a weekly thing? Taking suiting up. 22 when I moved to land, I'm lighting 1J to wake my neighbors up. Got time.
Two.
Hop out the bed and drink me some Folgers. This girl on my line, she begging for Cobra. The middle of night, she wanna come over. Don't matter the kitchen, the floor.
That's good from J.R. Smith.
We know this guy Smith is one of the most fearless shooters in the game. I don't know if he's ever seen a shot he didn't like.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Nance comes in for James. Rodney Hood's checked in for Green. And it's Calderon in for Jordan Clarkson. Nene, he's checked in for Houston. Green comes in for James Harden.
That be the sounds when the sirens come through.
He's off on the second. Rockets trail by 13. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And Thompson sends it back.
Look, Thompson is a more than capable defender. He has excellent length. He uses that to swat away shots.
And the basket is good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Green with a screen on Hood. Screen by Baamute. And they call an illegal screen here.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't happy.
Hood for 3. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so it's Cleveland, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Calling me names, don't know who that's to you. You call me these things, but these names are not true. You can't call me 9 to 5, hit it from behind, hit it from the side, bring it back, rewind, you gon' get yours.
And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
Go back and I'm able to read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing. Guys that I know I may be, matched up against throughout the night, so I'm not surprised by anything if it happens throughout the game. So there's a lot of preparation that goes in, to just one game, just trying to get one win. That's what they face when they do.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Through that first one, they turned this thing into a track meet.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you allow them to speed up the tempo, there's a good chance you're going to fall behind.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Nene. Gordon out there with Luke and Mba'amute. And it's Green, and it's Paul in at the 1 spot. Out to the right wing. And he's good on the 3 ball. And Mba'amute's got himself on the board with 3 there. And Tyronn Lue thrown right into the fire as the head coach of the Cavaliers, and he led them to a title in his rookie year as a head coach.
It was a whirlwind, but he's so organized. He knew the changes he wanted to make. Coming in and leading a championship team, he was up for the task.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games play streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing, and if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David Thompson, certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. Timeout called the Rockets. Well, Chris, you played for a number of coaches in your storied career. What's the one thing that the average NBA fan doesn't give coaches enough credit for?
Well, I would say they don't give coaches enough credit for understanding players, and not just how players play, but understanding players' moods, understanding the idiosyncrasies of a guy's just being. Just the fact that they're totally immersed in basketball. So the fact that you may have a guy that knows offense, coach knows offense, he knows defense, he knows styles of plays, he knows more than the offense that he's just bringing to the table. So I would just say I think the overall knowledge and years put in to being a coach is probably the most underestimated attribute by fans.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke, right? I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
For the Cavaliers, Korver comes in for J.R. Smith, and George Hills subbed in for Jose Calderon. Houston also making some changes. P.J. Tucker comes in for Mba'amute, and Trevor Ariza is subbed in for Gordon. Green kicks to Paul, dishes it to Ariza, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Ariza's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The screen from Thompson. They set the pick. Hill kicks to Hood. The screen from Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got 7 points.
Thompson knows his role well. He's a willing screener who is effective at creating space for his teammates.
Green, the screen. Here's Paul, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
Pulls up. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
That's his mindset. Attack, attack, attack whenever possible.
And one of the surprise moves of this past offseason was Chris Paul moving to Houston, joining James Harden to become one of the strongest backcourts in our league. Kicked off a feeling that Houston would be a force this season.
Hood for 3. That one doesn't drop, so Houston will take it the other way. Ariza with it. He's picked up by Hill. Ariza kicks it to Tucker. There's a screen. Fires for 3. They grab their own miss. Goes up again, and there's the play by Nene inside. Nene's got his first bucket of the night.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game, phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers. And you know, Greg, many thought that Chris Paul may take a look at San Antonio, and he did, but Houston was too enticing a chance to pass up.
It's certainly a distinctive third chapter in Paul's career. He's always been criticized for not going deep in the playoffs, and saw Houston as maybe his best bet to make a deep run.
That's just how it goes. Too real, they just kill mode.
Cleveland. Love check in for Thompson. James comes in for Larry Nance. Green, he's checked in for Hood, and it's Clarkson in for Hill. And then for Houston, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene, and James Harden subbed in for Green. Here's Love, and Love throws it down.
So good at scoring off the pick and roll. That time Clarkson was the perfect setup.
Nuggets trail by 15. 55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Buries the long-range jumper.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Love with the screen for Clarkson. Off the screen. Rebounded by Tucker.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready.
Ariza goes in. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. Gordon's checked in for Chris Paul.
All my niggas gon' bust. Me go give me A++. Me go give me A++.
32 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Clarkson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. LeBron, good.
That's just great confidence from James. Effortlessly letting it fly whenever he's in rhythm.
Harden with it. Ariza outside. Now Tucker, screened by Capella. And Tucker kicks to Gordon. And the three off target. And so it's Cleveland with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Kyle, big double-digit lead here at the end of the half. What's been the difference?
I mean, we're at home playing with energy. We knocked down some shots. We can be better, but, you know, we'll take a double-digit lead for sure.
Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Cleveland did not hesitate to set the pace. They strung together several impressive trips down the floor to open things up with an 8-0 run. They held up the intensity, and by the end of quarter one, were out in front by 15. The second quarter didn't advance their lead, but they still dominated the half overall, ending it way out in front. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic. That's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster. Without major improvements defensively, this game is over.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. At the four, it's LeBron with Love at the 5, a lethal front court pair. Smith is out there with Hill, and it's Korver in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Tucker. Passes it to Smith. And the layup falls. Smith's got his third basket of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And for the contending teams like the Cavs, the buyout market has proven to be critical, a very important way to add talent around the deadline.
Yeah, think about what the Cavs did last season. I mean, they got D. Williams, Andrew Bogut, just what they needed, playmaking and shot blocking. Unfortunately, Bogut got hurt. Still, those veteran pieces can make a big difference.
And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. They set the pick. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Just finding the open man. Few who have ever played this game have Paul's vision.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another Unleash Chaos moment. James, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Pass to Tucker. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Clock at 6. Over Hill. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Hill. No good off the front iron. Rockets trail by 13. Now here's Harden. He's got 5. Capella with a screen on James. Here's Harden. Hill pulls it in.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I'll tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And last year, one of the bigger surprises in the NBA, the Houston Rockets.
And remember, absent Dwight Howard, a lot of people thought maybe they're going to take a step back. And in the year where several other super teams in the league kind of took a step forward, the Rockets were able to hold their own. The team has a system that works, and they have bought into it. And top to bottom, they've been making smart decisions.
Some changes. Nancy's checked in for Corver. Hood comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Calderon in for Hill. Houston also making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. And Bahamute comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Green in for Chris Paul. Back to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. Nene, the screen. Shot off the pick. Tucker can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Calderon kicks to Nance. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense there by Nene. There's the feed to Green. From deep, Harden bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 8 points.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's James. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 11 points in the game. Hey, Chris, I know you started doing a podcast, Fearless or Insane, with Chris Webber, an opportunity to have some meaningful conversations. What's that been like?
Oh, it's been great, Kevin. I've gotten a chance to talk to some friends, some mentors like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I've gotten to speak to him about what it was like playing for Wooden, what it was like coming up in the crazy 60s and that time. And, you know, he's such a thoughtful and a great individual. So to hear his stories about he and Muhammad Ali he and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all these great figures is just wonderful. I also got to speak to track legends, John.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Harden kicks to Green. A pass to Harden. There's the pick. He feeds it to Tucker. A three ball. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Tucker's got his second bucket.
Oh, Harden is so good at finding the open man and a selfish superstar who really whips the ball over quickly.
Kicks to Calderon. Pass to Hood. LeBron left side. The Rockets pull it in.
That type of defense doesn't always get it done, but it does the job that time.
And Tucker kicks to Green. Harden outside. From deep. No good. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Rolling J's and them doobies getting high and we don't give a fuck. Lights, camera, all action.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Cleveland leading by 11. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Harden and Gordon teaming up in the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with Luke and Bahamute. And it's Ariza in at the three. Love with the screen on Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Back to James. Fires the three. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%.
And you gotta give it up for James. Unreal concentration to knock down these difficult jumpers.
Out to the wing. Here is Mbamute. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Cleveland's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Clarkson kicks to James. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
Oh, I love seeing James take over the game. I mean, a ferocious scorer who can flat out light it up.
Gordon kicks to Harden from outside the arc. And Bahamute can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Here's Clarkson. He kicks it to Love. And here's Clarkson. Back to Love. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Kyle Korver, who's checked in for LeBron. And a switch here also for Houston. Chris Paul's checked in for James Harden. Now a timeout called by Houston. You want to talk about a coach who's known for bringing offense to a team, then Mike D'Antoni is your guy. Widely regarded, Chris, as one of the best offensive coaches in the league and is the godfather, many say, of the 7 seconds or less style of play.
Yeah, you look up at how this team runs their sets and pushes the tempo. It reminds you a bit of how the old D'Antoni Suns played. And certainly whatever team D'Antoni coaches, they're going to have some entertaining and up-tempo play.
This your man, this your friend, I don't know. Girl, where you get your information, I don't know. But no info, I don't know. Will I ever love her, shorty? I don't know. This your girl, we can't tell 'cause I don't know. Am I ever
Rockets trail by 16. Paul with the ball. Ariza kicks to Capella. Gordon a screen. The tray. The Rockets with another miss. Cleveland's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Smith dishes to Clarkson. It's a pick by Love, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you get called for it.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Smith outside. Clarkson with the screen for Smith. The dish to Clarkson. Feeds it to Smith. And it's Green, missing.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Trying to get back on track, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, when you're at a size disadvantage, sometimes the mid-range is better than inside. You get a little more space. You don't allow the shot blocker to get up on you, and also you can use your handles and your quickness.
A different look now for Cleveland. James checked in for Green, and George Hills subbed in for Clarkson. Rockets trail by 14. Ariza a screen on Korver. Ariza kicks to Paul. Over Hill. Paul missing again. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter start. On the wing, Korver. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. LeBron outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. James has got 13 points in the second half.
And James is super strong, incredible at power through the defense.
Screen by Capella. Dishes it to Tucker. Hill against Paul. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 8 points for Clint Capella.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
James outside. He's feeling it. No good that time.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Cavaliers.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Even when the entire defense was focused on stopping him, they couldn't slow him down. I mean, a terrific offensive player.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, Chris Paul signing the big contract this past offseason, and you knew he'd end up with one of the biggest deals out there, and his impact on a team goes far beyond just stats.
James Harden, he's checked in for Gordon. And both free throws good from Paul. Well, Greg, Houston wanted Chris Paul, and they got their man. One of the bigger surprises, certainly, of the offseason.
Yeah, and without Paul on this roster, this team isn't in the conversation for winning. You need him to keep your window of winning open, and he is just that impactful and makes everyone on the floor better.
A little shot fake there, got the D out of position. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Well, a well-earned victory, feeding off the energy of this hometown crowd really all night.
Harden outside. No good from outside. And here are the Cavaliers. They led by as many as 18 points. Now James. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.